for jam just for you. No script, no cue.
Hello, everybody. This is JJ here. I have muted Mr. Minkin. I'm going to keep muting you because you don't get to talk. I get to announce our guest today. Our guest today is one of my best friends, one of my closest training partners, somebody that has been crashing into me and I've been crashing into them for multiple years. Mr. Minkin, you may speak now if you want to add on. And this is why I hate Mr. Minkin. Let's go ahead and bring in Kellyann Ball.
Hello, hello, hello.
Five-time world medalist Kellyann Ball.
That's me.
All right. So, Kelly, how are you
Yes,
feeling?
I feel good.
You're feeling good,
Uh, yeah. Um, I'm excited to go to a new country, you know,
right?
and see some old sumo friends and run into people. So,
That's always the best. Mr. Minkin, do you have any questions? I have a long list of questions for Mrs. Kellyann Ball. Oh, I should probably unmute him. Go ahead, Mr. Minkin. Did he mute himself? Did I unmute you and then you muted your unmute yourself, dog? Like what is happening here?
I feel
I
like
don't know
Minkin's
why
just
I
waiting
didn't
to
mute
unmute.
myself. No, that was not
This
on purpose. I don't know what was happening.
mm, mm.
I said I don't have anything prepared, so
You don't have anything prepared. Oh,
yeah, I'll just feed off of your questions. You
okay.
you ask questions and then I'll predict what your next questions are and then steal them as mine.
All right. That's that's always fun. Kellyann,
Yes.
how has it been since the last Worlds? Now you are the head of a sumo club. How has that been?
That's been interesting trying to figure out how to coach others. Because I can do like the admin stuff and the logistic stuff. That stuff comes natural to me. But like knowing how to coach others and then also encourage them and um, deal with different learning styles that exist, right? Like everybody learns a little bit differently. So you kind of have to adapt to whatever they need. And so I'm adjusting, but thankfully I have a really good support team between you, Danny Avila, Joe Ponsetto, and even like Danny Ramirez. So we have a good solid team anyways.
Are you finding it hard to balance teaching others and training for yourself?
I think yes, because I naturally want to go into a coaching mode a lot of times, and then I forget that I have to push myself, and sometimes I have to just beat people up and not help them with their match, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. It truly does make sense. Especially like sometimes you'll have like for me in particular when I have odd numbers, I'll sacrifice my own training for others.
Mhm.
And when you got worlds coming up, you don't have that opportunity, right?
Right.
Yeah. Um, if in the far distance, oh, actually, I have a really good question. Was Mende at practice?
Yeah. So Mende came through. He messaged me like Thursday, I think it was, and he was like, "Hey, where do you practice?" And I gave him an address, but it was one of those things where I didn't think he was actually going to show up,
Mm.
but he came. Mende will also be at Worlds with us. He'll be doing Asian Championships, and then he's on the Mongolian team again.
Hmm.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So
What is he doing? Open or heavy?
no, he's just the team on team only.
Oh, only on team.
Team,
Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's always I like how you can mix it up on the team. I
Yeah.
The
one
US
day
doesn't do that, unfortunately.
we're getting
Or
close. We're getting
fortunately
close to
or
being able to
unfortunately, I don't know if
to
that's
do
good
stuff
or
like that.
bad.
Uh, I think it's part of the growth of sumo, right?
Hmm.
And then the funding sources.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's true. That's true. Um,
Um, but it was
what
great to have
have
Mende. He helped a lot, taught
is,
some of the kids a lot of stuff. So
were you able to get some rounds in with him?
I didn't, but Mende's also recovering from an injury, and as a am I, and I went a little bit easy on this practice,
That's
and
good. You
Mende is
definitely
not
have to take
considered
care of
easy.
yourself. Is there anything you've done different for leading up to this Worlds in comparisons to others?
I don't think so. I think I've been doing pretty much the same stuff, just training on a regular basis, hitting the gym pretty regularly. Um, I've been taking supplements really well this time around. I'm on
Okay.
like creatine and turmeric and collagen for my joints because I'm getting old. No,
You're only like 32.
yeah,
You're a
but
Me too.
I
I'm
baby.
third. I'm
You're a
only like
baby.
32 as well, but
Yeah, but Minkin, you're crunchy. You're crunchy. It's different.
I'm crunchy.
Yeah, you're crunchy.
What does that mean?
When you
I.
walk and you move your neck, all you hear is snap, crackle, pop.
snap
This is
crackle
true.
pop in.
This is true.
See, crunchy Minkin.
I know the
That's
exact moment I messed up my neck too, and that was with you, JJ. So
you're welcome. Any which way. So so this year, Kelly, you are competing in the open weight instead of the
I am.
heavyweight. How do you feel about that?
I'm a little nervous, just because open weight usually means um, faster pace matches, and you tend to have, at least in the women's division, some smaller but very quick people, and that's something I honestly don't do super well against. So I'm a little nervous about that, but we're just gonna take it one match at a time.
just crush them. Just fall on top of them.
Just yeah, pancake,
Yeah,
push
yeah.
out.
Yes,
They come in. They
pancake.
come in low. You just put all your weight on top of them and just pancake them. Yeah.
I mean, that's
This is true.
what like Susanna did to that really tiny Norway girl last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, that was
Right?
scary.
She,
That's what you need
she
to do,
very
Kelly.
gently crushed her.
Yeah, yeah. It was like in slow motion. I was like, no. um, so last year, you got third in heavyweight and third in the open weight. I'm sorry, in
Second
team
in
tournament.
heavyweight.
It's a
Second in
second.
heavyweight.
No,
Yeah.
Wait, are
was
you
it?
talking
Was
about
it
nationals or are we talking about worlds?
worlds?
Second in heavyweight, third in teams.
I'm sorry.
JJ, you were there. You don't even know that?
It's
I'm
okay.
going through a lot in life right now. Going through a lot.
Japan, I did third and third.
Third and
Poland
third.
was second and third.
See, that's I'm falling apart. Any which way. So as you're preparing for this one, how are you feeling about the team?
I'm excited because it the makeup is a little bit different this year, but I think some of the individuals that are going to be on the team, it like this whole. I don't think this is anybody's first team, pretty much that's going right. Like they've all experienced the clay before, for the most
For
part
for the
of the
for the
women's.
women, yeah, for the
Yeah.
women, yeah.
And so I'm excited. I think they're all like super strong individuals, really talented, and I think they can go kick some butt. And maybe we can get second or even first in teams this year.
Nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So if you wanted to look back, what was your favorite moment of your sumo career? And this could be World Combat Games, Saudi Arabia. This could be Japan. It could be a nationals. Doesn't really matter. Which, if you're looking back, what's the fireworks of your career?
Honestly, I think it goes back to World Games when we were in Alabama in 22. And like as silly as it was, I won one match in open weight, and I just ran into Yama's arms and I hugged him because I was just like, I couldn't believe it. Right, that was like my first win on an international stage, and it was just a moment, a very like Kodak moment that I wish somebody got on film, but I don't think anybody did. But I just like jumped into Yama, who's 600-pound giant, into his arms, and I was like, oh, we did it. But I didn't really do anything. But it felt like I did, right? It was the start of my international career.
And
You're one of the
speaking
few
of,
people that won that day. Like JJ lost.
yeah, yeah, I did.
A lot of people lost.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah. But
lost.
Honestly,
JJ, especially JJ.
if you go back to it, really only the women's heavyweight was competitive. On
That's true.
everybody else was not so competitive.
Not very
Honestly,
good that year. Yeah, it's the next year that the U.S. became competitive.
yeah, I would say we're definitely like a snowball going downhill. We're growing at a steady pace, and I think there's just more medals in our future overall.
Speaking of medals in the future, do you want to talk about your how your journey has went from World Games being your very first international tournament, and then going all the way to where you are now, five-time medalist Kellyann Ball.
Yeah, it's kind of a feels kind of like a crazy story because that first World Games, I was just really excited to win a single match. And then we went to the next year were in Japan, and I just wanted to do a little bit better than I did at World Games, right? Go for two matches. And then suddenly I was in the medal round, except I didn't know I was in the medal round when I won that match versus, I think it was Kai. Um, And so when I walked back to everybody was like, Kelly, you secured, like third place. And I was like, oh fuck. Because I didn't realize like it didn't occur to me where I was in the bracket at that time. I was just like, okay, this is my next match. And then after that I went through this kind of mental like hiccup of like going into Saudi Arabia with two world medals. I was like, oh, expectations are high, right? And then just trying to balance like struggling with other people's expectations that I feel like they're putting on me, even though nobody was necessarily putting them on me realistically. But knowing that, like, hey, Kelly got two world medals in Japan, and like here comes 2 weeks later at a different world event, I felt like the expectation was for me to do just as good. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna try my best. And I did end up winning second World Games or excuse me, World Combat Games in Saudi Arabia, so that was cool. Definitely broke my nose during that match versus Japan. Um, Called Yama right afterwards. He was crying. Lots of love from my coach. And so I guess I did live up to expectations, but it was definitely a lot of pressure.
Mm.
And then we moved into like Poland the next year, and I guess I didn't feel as much pressure that this time coming through, but I still wanted to do well and still show that like, hey, Team USA like belongs here and belongs on the podium still. And I think we did that. I mean, the women's team still earned third. The men's team did pretty well. Some of the men athletes got some really good wins out there, and overall, I think we did phenomenal. And I was able to secure second again. And so now going into this next this next world event. I know they like everybody wants me to go for gold, but I'm just happy to be here, and I hope to make the podium again. I try to set very realistic goals, and open weight's a different category for me, so there's different competitors for me to fight against. So it's gonna be a little different.
All right. Um, can you talk about the your balancing of life inside the dojo and outside of the dojo, especially as being a leader of a club? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I do a lot of sumo things outside of just like competing, right? Like I help run a club in Honu Sumo OC. I also help a lot with Honu Sumo in general when we do demos. I'm the treasurer of the USSF. I also do a lot of the social media for the USSF. I do a lot of random sumo things. Anytime people ask me about my weekends, it's just sumo this, sumo that. So it's definitely a balance between uh, preparing myself and preparing others. But I think overall, well, I want to continue to be competitive in sumo. I'm also very much holding into this mindset of like, how do I help sumo grow and how do I help build sumo for the future? And so that's why, like, just recently I cut and made 10 Mawashis that are getting distributed out to West Coast clubs so they can help them get started and just give them loaner Mawashis because that's one of the battles of starting sumo is a Mawashi, right? So just balancing all of that and like knowing that, hey, I'm just trying to do this for a good cause and help sumo grow overall. So me being one competitive in sumo, I think helps sumo grow, and then two, all the other miscellaneous things I do in the sumo community, which is a lot, I think also helps sumo grow.
Speaking about growth of sumo in the United States, where do you think the sport is going, especially with women?
Well, I think it's definitely going up. Like you, when I first started sumo, um, I think there was only 3 or 4 women competing at nationals. My first nationals,
And that's
and I've
total,
only
right? All weight divisions?
yeah, all weight divisions. Like we didn't even have a light heavyweight. I think we either didn't have a light heavyweight or we didn't have a middleweight category at all. Uh, and then I think the middleweight then just won gold because she was the only one there. Like it was very small, right? And now like this last nationals, we pretty much filled 3 or 4 women in each division. So to me that's that's 4 times as many people. So I think the growth is exponential, and I think it's just going to continue to grow as um, as we get out there as like, hey, this is a fun sport, and we're all inclusive, and anyone can join, and all sizes, all genders, all levels are welcome to sumo.
Nice. I love that. Not a secret. My wife is part of the board, and Christina is very much inclusive first, and I think that the sumo community itself is very welcoming. I mean, look at all three of us. Minkin is a weirdo, and I'm
JJ's
awesome, and
crazy. JJ's crazy, and Kelly is awesome.
Thank you.
yes,
I
well,
think you're
that's
both
fair.
crazy and weirdos, but I love you both.
If I think one is more crazier than the other.
All right. All right. So I will agree that I am by far the craziest person.
Yeah.
Probably
I think they're different kinds of crazy.
yes. I was going to say like a area of the country, but I feel like in California I'm not the craziest. So with that being said, let's talk about your favorite post tournament meal. What is in a perfect world? Actually, let's talk about the past. After winning any medal, like it could have been nationals, it could have been worlds, it could have been combat games. After winning, what's your favorite meal that you had?
I think it's just Korean barbecue.
Mm.
Though I
Yeah,
will say, I think Japan's after party is probably one of my favorites. Like the whole memory of Japan's after party, where it was essentially like yakitori style or whatever, like we had
Yakiniku.
grills and
Yeah.
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 So Korean barbecue vibes without the banchans, but um just like the community that was there, and then the good food, the alcohol probably helped a little bit to celebrate,
Joe's
crack
wife
a few
calling
beers.
him names and making him wrestle.
There's a lot of arm wrestling.
There was a lot. There was a lot. Um,
Mhm.
if you had a like a dream location for a sumo tournament, where would it be?
For me,
Back in
I think it
Japan.
would be Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
that'd be
Any island in particular?
no. I'll take any of them. But can you just imagine having like a built up dirt doyo kind of off the beach, and then like pretty lighting, and then you still have a crowd in the sand? I feel
Oh,
like that would be a vibe.
that would be a vibe. We
Also,
definitely
great
have
photo.
to. cover it when the trade winds come in, because
Hmm.
that the part that nobody talks about in Hawaii. It will rain multiple times throughout the day.
That's just Florida's the same way.
Ugh. Yeah, but
Florida summer.
one's way better than the other.
Florida is better than Hawaii. Come on, JJ.
Wow. All right. So out of all of the opponents that you have faced, who is your favorite?
Well, that's hard. I don't know if I have a favorite.
That's okay.
I, I
If
think
you had a
locally,
top five.
I think locally it has to be Eton,
Mm.
because she's just got such an amazing spirit about her, and like the last battle we had, I just felt it. I felt everything, all of her wants and desires in that battle, and fortunately for me, I won, but unfortunately for her, she lost. But it's just, I think having somebody that I can go back and forth with and be equally competitive and help each other grow better and grow stronger, I think is really important. And I think Eton's really definitely becoming one of those people in my
Hmm.
life. So
Okay. Um. So this is going to be a weird question, and I want you to give it a little thought. Out of all the training partners that you've had, um, who was the person that helped develop your game the best? Or they don't need to actually like help you and guide you up, but maybe just a good training partner that helped you find who you are and what sumo you have.
I think there's a couple. I think Lady Galindo has always been one of my favorite training partners that I've had. Um, I wouldn't say she developed my style very much, but like pushing to always want to be stronger or better, like she was there for that, and like for that competitive mindset, and also like um, just like the community aspect of having another lady in my club.
Mm,
So I think your lady definitely helped grow my sumo, but then I think a lot of it goes to Danny Avila. Like
mm,
Danny Avila will really slow things down. Um, kind of understands how I think as an individual, and so and then we kind of have similar sumo styles in the sense that we want to do like a very traditional sumo, and like it's a lot more, you know, push out or force out, and not so much throwing like some people do. And so I think Danny Avila has really kind of broken things down, and we can kind of fire off of each other. And he's very definitely helped me build a Tachi, right?
mm,
Like Yama's helped me build a Tachi too, but I think it's good to have a couple options, right? Depending
right.
on who you're going against and what grip you rather have in that situation. Um, but I definitely think Danny Avila is definitely up there. Plus, I can
Okay.
always no to him at any time, and he's really good at slapping me when I ask him to. So
Mm,
it's a win-win.
that that is a win-win. Um, if you had a message for young athletes um, that are thinking about trying sumo, what would you say?
Just try it. You won't know if you like it till you do. And I think it's a worthwhile sport, and I think you'll enjoy the community and the traditions that are part of it. And I think everyone should give it a try.
Nice. Um, I think that this is a great spot uh, to end. Mencken, do you have anything to ask world medalist Kellyann Ball?
What does it feel like being a world medalist? Because
Oh
you're
yeah,
the
that's
only one
something we
that's a
don't
world
know
medalist.
anything
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Neither of us know that.
Yeah.
I feel like a normal person. Um, I think I have a lot of imposter syndrome in general in life, and so that just adds to that. I just feel like a normal person, unless I'm with Christina, JJ's wife, and anytime we're in a crowd, you can hear her mumble, "Have you met Kelly? World medalist Kelly? She's number 2 in the world." And then JJ and I just kind of like try to Homer Simpson into a bush and just shrink away.
Yeah. Well, when you're with Christina, there's only praise, right? You can't run away. Doesn't matter if you suck like me and JJ. There's only praise.
Yeah, because if there's not praise, you real fucked up.
This is true. If Christina's not praising you, something's wrong with you.
You did something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fair. If Christina doesn't like you, there are some issues.
Yeah, and she likes almost everybody, so like,
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's a very. She's always on the bright side. Christina's our little sunflower.
Yes. She balances out the darkness in my soul.
and craziness in JJ's eyes.
Interesting.
We only
Interesting.
get crazy if you know to them. They pop out a little bit.
I do. And then my eyes like look back at you.
Did you just do that? Yeah, right.
But then there's like a little bit of pride when you do it to him. He's like, oh yeah.
And he does it right back at you with his forearm, not his hand.
No, you don't know my sumo anymore. You don't know my sumo.
Yeah, I haven't sumoed you in a while, JJ.
Yeah.
It's time
It's
for
okay,
Macon
let's
to come
keep it
back to
that
the
way.
States. And kick people.
Yeah. I'll just have to when he does his Welsh sumo tournament, I'll just have to go there and beat up everybody.
Yeah, Macon's gonna have his own
You're
Welsh
welcome.
club.
Supposedly, hopefully.
Homo Suno Wales.
That's right.
Yeah. Wales Sumo Honu.
There's already been some logos created. I caught Minkin playing around in Canva and I was like, bro, this is terrible.
It's all AI, man. I don't
Sometimes
know
it
how
has
to
to start
graphics
ugly.
design. I don't know how to graphics design.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. With that, Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you
we
very
will
much.
all be in Thailand together.
Yes.
Minkin is a part of like America's First Enemy. Bye, Ja Mata.
Never effort to the max. Sumo wrestling, no tracks. JJ and Macon just relax. Life unfolds with chill acts. Legend falls and strives. Sumo tales bringing lives. We just chat, no surprise. Lost in stories that thrive. No edits, no fuss. Sumo tales just for us. In this groove